Kia ora everybody, welcome back to Mr. T's Toy House. Today I got a little thing on SUVs and utes or pickup trucks, whatever you like to call them. Some people just call them trucks. Me, I generally call them a ute or utility unit. Over in the States I think they do call them pickups. Also, I've got a SUV here, so we'll start with the odd one out, the SUV. I've got this here, a 2019 Jeep Grand Cherokee in red. Now, I have had this one before. It was in grey. I ended up opening it just because I couldn't sell it, so I decided to open it in the end. Plus, I do have a collection of Jeeps, Jeep. So I will be opening this one and let that one join in with the rest of them. Power Trip, not a bad wee set actually, the Power Trip. I don't think it's as good as the prior Power Trip, but still, this Mercedes, I love this Mercedes in here. Alright, let's cut her open. Bit of NOS in the background. Got my Foo Fighters tee on, Mr. T with his tees on. I'm actually sitting inside with the fire on because it is rather cold outside. But it's a good day for opening cars. Alright, Jeep Grand Cherokee. There it goes, folks. Metal base, rubber wheels. The black wheels look good actually with the red. The red actually looks really good, nicely detailed on the front and pretty nicely detailed on the back too. Other than that, she's pretty plain Jane. You can see inside the cockpit with that roof. Yeah, no, quite a really. If you were into these and you owned one of these, I would say this is a very good casting. Just not really one of the ones I collect. Not really one of my major collections, but like I said, I do collect Jeeps, and this will go nicely with those. The lighting's a bit poor today. I do apologise. I'll see if I can change that a little. There we go, look at that, that's a bit better. Alright, Jeep Grand Cherokee. Next, a popular casting that has been around for quite some time. I've seen it in all sorts of random colours. Today it looks like the colour that it actually should have been, however, they call it the Little Red Express truck. So this 1978 Dodge, some people call it a truck, some people call it a ute, some people call it a pickup truck. Okay, but that's it there, it's the Little Red Express. Looking really cool in these colours. The Boulevard set, number 145, is the back of the box. I have opened some of these. What's that one there? Yeah, that Nissan you would have seen in my last in my last opening. Anyway, let's pop her open so you guys can see. Sharp knife, glass of water, cheer chop, and Hot Wheels premium cars. Yay, what a meaty little vehicle this is. It's not very big, but it actually is heavier than this. Funny enough, it's actually smaller but heavier. Anyway, cool looking truck. You can see the details there. Like I said, the colours are really, I think, bang on for this type of truck. It looks like it should look if you were to see it out on the streets. This is how I would imagine it. Nice hefty metal base. rubber wheels. I've actually noticed this wheel, it's not rolling very well. Unfortunately, sometimes when you do buy Hot Wheels, every now and then you'll get a crapper. Like sometimes the wheel might be bent. In this case, I'm not quite sure what's going on here, but it definitely does not want to roll. I'll play around with that and hopefully get it all mobile again. Choice, the Little Red Express, Dodge truck, Dodge Ute. We do call them Utes here, short for utility, and that's what they do. Alright, next we've got ourselves another pickup truck, or another Ute, the Ford F-150 SVT Lightning. Now we've seen this many a times in the Fast and Furious. This is in the power trip. I have got the Fast and Furious one. I also managed to pick up a blue one. I can't remember what set that came out of, but I did get one as well. But black, man, I love black. I will go out of my way and buy something that's all black, just like this, because it looks the part. And for some reason, I really do like cars in black. Matte black even better. The other one I would probably, if they were to do it, is a pink one. I buy that. Alright, there's our wee plastic casing. Here's the card. And here's the SVT Lightning. Now, a lot of people don't like black on these sort of things because they don't show up so well, but I figure if you've got your lighting right, then all the lines show up quite nicely. Nice details on the back there. Looking spanky and black, picking up all the light around it, nice and shiny. Here's the hood. Yet again, metal base, rubber wheels. Always, all Hot Wheels Premium should have a metal base and rubber wheels. That's what I do love about Hot Wheels. Guarantee you get a really nice piece with your Premium. No extra details sticking out here, apart from just this little wee ear dam or whatever they call it sitting there. Otherwise, she's a perfectly black truck. Ute pickup. Never know what to call them. Okay, last but least, and this is my favourite pick of the bunch. I had been wanting this. I always said, there were two things that I always said Hot Wheels should always have done. One was the Transformers, which they have now rubbed shoulders with, which is great to see. Unfortunately, the little Silver Series Transformer set never came to my country, so I never got one. There were definitely two castings in there I would have loved. However, so we have got the Transformers. We've got them in the Red Line Club, and the other one is Fast and Furious. They've done so many copies of cars in the Fast and Furious sets. I actually stopped collecting Fast and Furious. I do have all the early ones, all the later ones. Once they started getting copied all the time, I stopped collecting them, and I just started buying what I didn't have individually and opening them. Anyway, so one I've been wanting from the Fast and Furious line, and I've been saying it for a long time. Why don't they do those Utes and pickups on the Fast and Furious, where they go to the island and they meet up with the islanders and they have a big battle with a helicopter? This bad boy, definitely a much wanted casting. I've been wanting this for a very long time. There's the cars on the back. But yeah, no, what a she's hot piece. Never expected them to do it, but really glad they did. I do hope there are other trucks and utes in that lot. I do hope they sort of go out and get those ones done too. What a cool collection it would be to have all of those utes in one collection. Wow, this is cool. Big fat wheels on the back, little thin wheels on the front. You can see there. Wicked train underneath. The exhausts look really cool underneath. I did say that all premium have metal base, but they've really cut back on this one, and it actually feels plastic. The back is plastic. These bits here too, I think, are plastic. It's quite a plasticky casting. Apart from the front here, this is all the real deal. It's all solid metal. Nice details on the front. Even got the wee license plate on the back there. I do love these back wheels, man. They look sharp. Yeah, but what a awesome casting. Been wanting it for a long time. I've had it for a wee while and finally got to open it with you guys. So cool. It's quite funny when you see these two side by side. Even though one's a Chevy and one's a Dodge, boy, the canopies are quite similar, aren't they? Dodge, Chevy. This is a Chevy 1967 Chevy Custom. There we go. So they put this big ute piece on the back. Like I said, that was a nice little quick short show. That's the way I like to run. I don't like to hold you guys out for too long. If you enjoy my show, hit the subscribe button. If you'd liked my show, hit the like button. That'll be that. All those little wee things, they help a little bit of me, help a little bit of YouTube, and hopefully you guys get the content that you want. You can see I've got my little artist home. She's been busy painting in the background there, that nice BMW. She's a good wee painter. Choice. Alright, so quick review of the cars. We got our Chevy Ute, or our custom Chevy, our Little Red Express, SVT Lightning, and our Grand Cherokee. Awesome. Almost. Not quite. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed my show. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hitting those like buttons or subscribes or whatever you guys do. Thanks for being a subscriber to my channel. Man, that's great for me. Thank you, everybody. Please keep in touch. Ciao. Kia ora.